Welcome to episode 3 of Cinema Obscura. The movies for episode 3 are the 2006 film Banshee and the 2010 film Cool Dog. Both Banshee and Cool Dog are first-time viewings for me. Our first movie is the 2006 film Banshee. On IMDb, Banshee is tagged with the following genres: crime, drama, and thriller. The movie was written by Kirsten Elms. She has a small listing of credits on IMDb, but she did write the 2013 film Texas Chainsaw, which I kind of liked. The director was Kari, who has a pretty long list of directing credits to her name, mostly in television. She has directed episodes for Vikings and the 2 original Walking Dead series. While I don't recognize any of the cast by name, a few of the faces do look familiar. The lead character is played by Taryn Manning of Orange is the New Black fame. They did some pretty good film staging and trickery to make Manning appear taller against the male cast, as she is only 5 foot 2 inches tall. The 2 actors playing the primary police officers stand around 5 foot 8 inches tall, so they managed to get actors of about comparable height for her. Banshee is about a female car thief named Sage, played by Manning, who was widely renowned throughout the city as the best car thief around, and despite boosting up to 30 cars a month, no one has been able to catch her. 2 police detectives, played by Romano Orzari and Michael Lombardi, take up the chase. When she boosts the wrong car, all hell breaks loose. The movie starts out as one similar in vein to The Fast and the Furious, then adds a subplot regarding the stolen car, and finally in the last half it adds yet another subplot. If it sounds confusing, it's really not. It just appears as if the writer had 3 different partial ideas for movies, but couldn't figure out how to make a full-fledged story for each on their own, so decided just to put them together in one movie. There are a couple car chase scenes, but that part of the story disappears pretty quickly. And the chase scenes, while visually interesting, aren't very exciting, as they appear to be taking place at roughly 40 miles per hour or slower. Regarding Manning, her character is written as pretty one-dimensional. Female badass. It doesn't matter the odds, aside from once for a plot requirement, her character can kick any man's butt she crosses paths with. She also makes a series of bad decisions, including 2 which were incredibly stupid, all on her own, of which the second one should have had far-reaching consequences. But in the end, she comes out on top, almost completely unscathed. If this sounds like the female power trip movie, you're correct. She's also a lot stronger than she appears, which you will notice in the last act.
Hi. I'm looking for an ML Toddy.
Found her.
Oh, you own a 66 Burgundy Charger.
I sold it.
To who?
I'm coming. My maintenance man.
Is he here?
No. He comes and goes as he pleases. I don't keep track. He's got a setup up there in the attic for when he works late. I gotta go. I'm late for my prayer circle.
Okay, well, do you know where he is?
Why?
Because I want his car.
Jesus, Fitz, you're making a fool out of yourself, therefore indirectly making a fool out of me, okay? It was the girl, do you understand? Look, I know she's hot, got that puppy dog thing going on.
Yeah.
It's Sage. Listen, I stole that car, and there was a note, and it said that if I didn't bring it back, Tony dies. So I traced the plate.
Hold on a second. I'm walking around here with my balls on fire, wondering if I'll ever breed, and you call me up babbling about running a plate? Are you a sociopath or just bipolar?
Well, listen, if what you're saying is true...
Why don't you come down to the station, fill out a report, and I'll do what I can to make sure you get a fair trial, okay?
Goes back there occasionally.
How do you know?
I just told you, I traced the plates, okay? It's badass 25. Our best chance at nailing this guy is through his car because he loves the Charger, and the Charger's wrecked. I found some garage receipts, but with no shop names, but they were all the same, meaning there is a 99% chance that the car is either there or it's gonna be there.
Why don't you just...
Come down to the station and we'll work this out step by step.
No, I'll take the garages from Washington to Park. You take the ones from South to Fuller. You got that?
With the female power character on full display, the movie really doesn't offer any kind of suspense, as the viewer has no doubt she's going to come out on top. What little vulnerability Sage shows is still masked in a tough gal facade. And the two police detectives chasing her down, they should be removed from street patrol at the very least, as they were extremely ineffective and were pretty much one step behind Sage the entire movie. On a side note, Taryn Manning's current IMDb photo bears a striking resemblance to a gal I used to work with. Banshee was a TV movie, I believe airing on the Oxygen network. It's rated R and is 95 minutes in length. At the time of this episode being posted, it had a 5.5 rating on IMDb, with 722 ratings. The majority of the ratings are at 6 stars. I gave it 4 stars. I was severely tempted to only give it 3, based on the power chick theme and the incredibly stupid decisions the main character made. You know what? I think I just talked myself into it. I'm bumping it down to 3. Our second film for this episode is Cool Dog from 2010. IMDb has it tagged as comedy and family. It was written by Les Weldon and Danny Lerner, with Lerner also filling the director's seat. Both are still active in the film industry, primarily in the role of producer. I was surprised to see that the main cast all have a decent number of projects under their belts, ranging from around 40 all the way up to over 200. The only one who looks even remotely familiar is Michael Paré. Cool Dog tells the story of a boy and his dog. The dog, whose name is Rainy, is a German Shepherd who has above average skills and intelligence compared to other dogs of the breed. I'll get back to that. The dog's owner, Jimmy, played by Jackson Pace, finds out that his father, Dean, played by Paré, has been promoted and is taking a new job in New York City. So the pair, along with Dean's new wife, Laura, played by Christa Campbell, are forced to move. Unfortunately, Rainy can't come, as dogs aren't allowed in the apartment they're moving to. So he has to remain in Louisiana until they can find a place to live that does allow pets. Not to be deterred, Rainy embarks on a journey from Louisiana to New York City to find Jimmy. Sounds like your run-of-the-mill dog journey movie, doesn't it? But no. No, 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 no. You have no idea. Every supposed comedy scene in the movie falls flat, and that's if they're lucky. Some of the alleged comedy scenes are ridiculously sophomoric. I don't recall laughing or really even smiling once. All the acting is either flat, amateurish, or so over the top it actually started to make me feel uncomfortable. I know it's going to sound cliche, but the best actor in the movie was the dog. And if you've seen this movie, you know that doesn't bode well for the rest of the cast. The best part is that the entire movie is centered around Rainey the Superdog, and he doesn't even get a listing in the credits.
This is where we're going. It's New York City. New York City.
Yeah.
Well, I am trying to get this nice doggy home, and his caller says that this is his building.
Here? No way.
Why not?
You see, I know the landlords of this building, the Ledgers. There's mean as snakes. They don't like kids, and they hate animals.
They do?
Oh, yeah. There's no way they're gonna let a dog, even a cool dog like this one, stay here.
It seems like we're not having any luck, and I have to go. Maybe your owners are keeping you secret. Can you stay here and wait for them to come home? You are such a good doggy. And thank you very much.
Taxi!
Cool Dog was a surreal experience for me. I think while watching it, I spent at least half the movie with my mouth slightly open and a bewildered expression on my face. You know the look. You're seeing something you can't quite wrap your head around, and you're not sure what it is exactly that you're seeing. All you know is that you can't look away. And when I said earlier that the dog had above average skills and intelligence, they start out slow, ringing a bell, delivering mail, changing channels on the TV with using the remote. And then the shackles are thrown off. This dog can do everything from playing a banjo to piloting a tugboat up the Hudson River, and even mastering the art of teleportation. Even as I'm recording this audio, I'm still not exactly sure what I just watched. And the ending. There was no context or lead up to it. It just happened. As I'm watching it unfold, I kept repeating to myself with my mouth a little more open and with an even more bewildered expression. There is no way they're going to end the film like this. There's just no way. Cool Dog is rated PG and is 88 minutes in length. At the time of this episode being posted, it had a shocking 3.8 rating on IMDb with 688 ratings. Most of the ratings are at 1 star, which I agree with, but a close second is 10 stars, which plays perfectly with how everything else about this movie was off-center. I would really like to compare those that rated it 10 to the cast and crew list. I'd be willing to put money down there's more than a few similarities between the two. I gave it 2 stars. On a purely cinematic experience, it's 1 star all the way. But it was just so bewildering, I wouldn't feel right to not give at least a little bit of credit for that part of it. Thanks for watching episode 3 of Cinema Obscura. If you're interested in checking out either of the movies on this episode, they're both available for streaming, or perhaps you may be able to find a used copy of the DVD somewhere. I'd also appreciate it if you could hit the like button down below. It really helps, and if you know someone who might enjoy this, please point them in this direction. Word of mouth is the best publicity. Also, hit the subscribe and alert buttons if you'd like to know when the next video drops. And be sure to check out my Patreon page, Cinema Obscura, where I'll be posting at least one bonus single movie episode per week. And you might as well stop by my sister channel, Horror Obscura, where I'll be checking out a couple lesser known horror films. The cool thing is, if you decide to join the Patreon page, you will get access to the bonus single movie reviews I do for both channels. It's like 2 for Tuesday, but every day is Tuesday. Thanks again for checking out the video and have the best day ever.